Hi, everybody. This is Coach Doc Cindy, and I am jumping on here live. I've had four people in here message me asking questions about writing, and it looks like either you've got some writing to do in your courses, or you have a kid that's doing some, or you have one of the people message me saying that they have one of their child taking one of the standardized tests and they wanted just some insight on some writing. So, as a professor, I teach a lot of research courses and I deal with a lot of writing. So, first off, I want to tell you that structure of what is being written is very important. So, we need to see within the paper that there are clearly defined sections of the paper. And this works pretty much for every level that I teach at. So when I've taught at the undergrad level, at the master's level, and at the doc level, I have also advised high school students to do this. So when you start to write, make sure you clearly have an introduction, the body of the paper, and then a conclusion. Make sure you wrap it up because a lot of people leave off that conclusion and that can lose a lot of points. And when you set up introduction, body, and conclusion, it's very simple to remember this. And my students, if any of my students see this, they'll know because I say this all the time. Tell them what you're going to tell them, and then tell them what you told them. You're doing the intro, the body, and the conclusion. Tell them what you're going to tell them, and tell them what you told them. That's the best way to set it up. In the body, when you're telling them, have clearly defined sections. When you make your sections and use headings, you make the paper cleaner and clearer for you to work on and for the reader to read. You want to have formatting. Don't go all crazy with bolding and different fonts and different size things going on. It's just crazy. Make sure you stick with one font and try to go a standard font, not a crazy font. Make sure you use margins. Make sure that you make the paper look clean. To be honest with you, if a paper is a mess structure-wise with bolding and like different fonts and different sizes and messed up paragraphs and different things like that, it really does turn off the person that's grading. Their brain turns off and they just see the mess that's on there. They don't necessarily pay attention to the words that are on there. So a well-organized paper will always get a better grade than a messy paper. And that's just the fact of what it is. So make sure it's clean, clear, and that you have information that you're giving in the paper and you have clearly defined areas. I think I'll even jump on and do a blog about this to give you some ideas on how to use some of the programs. So I hope this helps everybody, and reach me if you have more questions.